Hey guys, thank you for joining me here on my podcast channel. My name is Lydia Lopez. For these that don't know is what I was going to say. For those that don't know, just be prepared, y'all, because I'm going to be saying words wrong, okay? So you guys, thank you so much for joining me here on my channel. I'm excited to do this new video podcast and see where it goes. So I'm excited, and one thing, I want to just point out really quick is that I know I'm going to be sounding a mess. Okay. So don't be judging. All right. I'm going to get used to this. It's going to be hard. There's so much things you got to do when it comes to recording yourself, when it comes to lighting and the mic and all this stuff, and it will really stress you out. So I'm doing the best that I can right now because I wanted to really put a video out there for you guys. And so bear with me as we go through this journey together. Okay. You hear me? Okay, guys. So I'm really excited for this channel, like I've been saying. One, because I know that it's going to help so many people because I have this platform where we can let all the bullshit out and we can talk to each other and we can let our stories out and we can let, what we feel deep inside that's bothering us out, because we ain't judging here. And really quick, let me just say, see what I'm saying? Let me just say that I am in no way a licensed therapist, no qualified professional to give any medical or legal advice or anything like that. This channel is not intended for anything of that sort. Okay, we are just here to solely, talk and just help each other. It's, so I just want to let that be known. I ain't no licensed therapist or anything, so don't be trying to come for me. Okay. So I had to let that be known. So you guys, really quick, thank you again for joining me. And I know I am going to sound a mess and all over the place, but it's okay. So we're going to do this together. But you guys, I wanted to do this channel, like I said, to have anyone and everyone come here and just talk, because talking can be so hard when you have anxiety and you feel very trapped inside. Talking is the last thing that you want to do, okay? Because it's not that we don't know what to say. It's just we feel like when we say it, it doesn't come out how we want it to be said, And so for me anyway, I feel like that causes me to think oh my God, did I say it wrong? Did they hear it like this? So it took me a long time to even start this video because I was so do I do this? Do I do that? What if they think this? But it really, everything I've been working on, it just comes together, and then I just check myself and I'm like, you know what? It's okay if I fuck up. It's okay if, things don't go as planned. We have to remind ourselves that it's okay. And so, yeah, it's okay if I fuck up. Okay. So you guys, really quick, I'm so excited for the guests I'm going to be having. I will name one, which is going to be a good friend for those that are, from my town and that know everyone in this town because it's small and we know everybody. But I will be having a good friend of mine, James Noble, on. I'm going to interview him, and I'm excited to hear his story and his journey of where he got to where he's at. And I'm not going to spread too much details on that episode yet, but I'm just saying I'm excited to hear everyone's story. I don't care what kind of story it is, because we all have a story and it's all gotten us somewhere and it's all made us who we are today, and it's still going to make us grow and learn as time goes on. You know what I mean? So I'm really excited. I'm really excited to hear those stories. And so you guys be prepared for the guests that I'm going to be having. But, I just think it's really important to really feel our emotions. I noticed last year Because last year is when I really wanted to. I know I keep looking away from the camera. I'm learning, you guys. I'm going to try and keep my eye on you. Okay. But it's so hard. But I noticed, I noticed last year that I really wanted to work on myself. I was having severe like anxiety that nobody knew about because I kept it so hidden and hidden very well. And a lot of people that are maybe listening now, they wouldn't even probably like know anything about the anxiety that I was having because I covered it up so well. And so excuse me, it bothered me so bad. It really like made me lose motivation in everything I was doing. I didn't even know what I wanted to do anymore. Kind of just got lost. And I was so nervous to admit that, not to anybody, but to myself. Like I was so nervous to be like, wow, Lydia, like you're lost right now. And so all those things kind of give you anxiety, you know, and I'll go further into that topic later on. But it got to a point to where I said, do I want to work on this, or do I want to stay like this, or what do I want to do to get better? And so for me, I was like, it's time. It's time to get myself together and find myself. And that comes with a lot of other things that we do, you know, for mental health when we know we need to work on ourselves. But you guys, really quick, I know I could be blabbing, but I just think it's important to really feel your emotions, to really feel why you're feeling the way you feel, to really recognize your anxieties, to really see where it stems from, and from there to start dealing with it, you know, to start dealing with those feelings that you're feeling and figuring out what it is that you have to do to get better. And again, that comes with a whole nother, you know, process, and it's a whole nother topic, you know, we can talk about later, but it's very important to feel and deal. And so once you go through those, you know, emotions and go through that whole process, and then you can start being on your healing journey. And that's when you're really feeling yourself, where you really know, like, this is where I'm guided to be. This is my path. This is, you know, where for me, where God wants me to be, or for you, where your higher power wants you to be, things like that. But it feels better, and you start feeling like you start finding yourself. And so, you guys, with that being said, welcome to the FDH podcast channel, where we feel, deal, and heal together. I am so excited for this channel, you guys, because to feel, deal, and heal is not an easy process, but we're in this together. So don't ever feel like you're alone. And it's very, very, you know, important, very importante to find yourself, to get on a healing journey, to be happy, to be loving, to be the person you're called to be, because it is a waste of time to be miserable, to be happy, or cannot, you guys know what I'm saying? To be unhappy, to constantly overthink. I'm sorry, I'd be cracking myself up. You know, to constantly overthink, to constantly feel like you're doubting yourself. Who wants to live their life like that? Nobody. That is not a way to live your life. And we're wasting time by being mad and angry and frustrated for the things that we have no control over. And if you do have control over them, then you wouldn't be feeling so mad and stressed out. But we lose control, and that brings us to so much stress and anxiety in this world, especially now that we have social media, you know, especially for our kids. It's, you know, that's another thing. We really need to start talking to our kids about anxiety, about, you know, learning how to control our emotions, learning how to, you know, step aside and feel your emotions. You know, it's okay to tell your kid, hey, if you need to cry, go ahead, step outside real quick and cry. If it's your son, hey son, you need to cry real quick, go step outside and cry real quick, let it out. But boom, let's get back to it, you know, all that stuff. But kids need to know that it's okay to feel their emotions as well. And again, I want to go further into that topic. I actually have a guest that goes through a certain situation with her kid that I want to talk about. But anyway, you guys, it's very, very important to feel, deal, and heal. So that is why I started this podcast channel, because it's so important for me to, you know, learn more and grow with you guys and get better as days go on, because I refuse to let my anxiety take over my life. I refuse to constantly be down and out and all of that ugly energy inside. I refuse to be like that. And so I know you out there that are wanting to find yourself, you feel the same way. And so just know that we can do it. You're not alone. And it's so important to find yourself, your real self, your true self. You hear me? You guys, thank you so much for joining me here today. I will be having a special guest soon, but like I said, I wanted to come on here, kind of talk about, you know, where I want to go, like with this podcast channel. And it's pretty much to go out there and hear people's stories, be nosy, and hear what y'all got to say, because we all need to feel, deal, and heal. Okay. I love you guys. Thank you so much for listening, tuning in, and stay tuned for the next episode, because I will be doing another video tomorrow. Bye, you guys.